Magistrate's Court. This is where Pastor Paseka Mboro Motsoeneng is applying for bail. The self-proclaimed prophet was arrested on various charges after allegedly forcing entry into the Matsediso primary school and snatching two boys believed to be his grandchildren. He was accompanied by a gun-toting bodyguard as well as his son. Newzroom Africa's Madlala joins us live now from court. Ngobile, this is part of his bill, together with his with his legal team to present new facts to the court. Has the matter even started?
Well, it seems those new facts are just on hold for now, Iman, mainly because they still have to first find a court to be able to argue those new facts. We understand that where we were supposed to be, which is the court right behind me, Court 5, this was supposed to be where these facts were supposed to be presented. However, there's now a high court sitting there. But I'm going to step out on shot so you can see. Now, because of that, we have seen that some of the followers and the people that are here to support Pastor Mboro, they've had to come outside. Everybody just in waiting, trying to figure out when the pastor will be able to appear. He doesn't, of course, appear alone. He appears with his bodyguard. And just before it started and before we were kicked out, they had already had a little prayer as a church, and they were able to just have little conversations about what they were hoping would come out today. But it seems like that's all now on hold as they try to figure out where he's going to be appearing and if he's even going to be appearing. But we haven't good authority been told that he is here with his bodyguard and that both of them are still appealing the denial of bail that came last week from the magistrate. And you will remember that they did say that they were arguing on new facts. Whilst we don't know exactly what are these new facts that they're bringing forward, we do know that the defense has been adamant in saying that everyone in South Africa has a right to bail, that the states can't basically hold that against them. We know that the states had noted that they cannot had noted that the evidence that was brought forward lacked the part where they were able to basically explain how he had comprehended his actions, and understanding that on the ground, you will remember that when he brought those pangas and he was with his bodyguard with a machine gun, this was at a primary school. It had a psychological damage to the children. Department of Education had to even bring in psychosocial supports to try and counsel the children. There were parents that stood outside that school to try and protect their children, who spoke about how children didn't even sleep because of what had occurred. So this had a damage into the community. However, we did at this point understand that the defense was arguing still that if there's quite a lot that happened bringing to that point. I want to bring in some of the people that are going to be in the front today, basically arguing for the pastor. Iman, please speak to us about what is happening today.
Today we have come to court on a bail application on new facts. We have come with a bail application on new facts. Yes, that's what we are here for.
Well, I would ask you to give us those new facts, but I suppose that's for court. But the question is, you don't have a court to sit in right now. What is happening?
That one is not a problem. Today the case will be heard. As for which court will sit on, it's not important. That's administration of the court. That's the registrar's work. We will be heard. The case will be entertained and heard by the court today. That's all we can say.
All right. And how's the pastor doing and his bodyguard at this moment?
We had almost 1 hour, 30 minutes consultation with Prophet Paseka Mboro. He's doing very well. He is in a high spirit. Actually, since we started working on this case, I think he's in the best mood of his life. And he's quite positive about today. And we are very optimistic as the legal team that's working on this matter.
And of course you work under pressure because there are his followers that are here that are hoping to go back home with the pastor.
Every matter has got a pressure on its own of its own kind. Even this one has got a pressure of its own kind. Definitely is quite a matter with a public interest. And more than the people in the court, there are thousands of people who want to know the outcomes of this case, who are also concerned about this. Not only his church, the Christian community at large, Christian networks. I can name thousands of them that send us letters in support of his release today. So there is so many people who are really in need of seeing Prophet Paseka Mboro's freedom being restored by the court. So that pressure is really on the shoulders of the legal team today.
But of course, it was noted in court last time that the magistrates were saying that there was a lack of understanding of just the seriousness of the charges with regards to the pastor.
Look, I'll be getting into the merits of the case, but without getting into the merit of the case, we have so much dispute with the charges and the schedule thereof, which is what a senior counsel, Dlamini, today will be handling them much decisively. And we believe that this is not really a big case as such. It's being hyped, and the administration is being made to be difficult and impossible to get a bail.
And I want to underline hyped. Who's hyping the case?
The public at large. The public at large. Prophet Paseka Mboro is a public figure. He has been in the eyes of people for many years. So his arrest has caused the headlines. So now that has been hyped by that, including the media being here itself. It hypes this matter up, including this interview, hypes this matter up, including all people on this passage, they hype this matter up. It's hyped.
But it is a serious matter, though, because this happened in full view of primary school children that were highly traumatized afterwards.
You see, me and you right now, we are talking what you are not sure of. When you say it happened in a full view of school kids, they are traumatized. Have you done a psychoanalysis on them?
Well, Education Department did bring in psychosocial support to assist the children.
We shall see that report in court and how reliable it is, and also looking into the possibilities of the time of claiming that there was a school or not. Anyway, we are not prosecuting this matter on the media. Nonetheless, the bottom line of it stands to say this is not an issue that has to be hyped up. This is a normal case on the roll, actually very much too unnecessary for it to be getting so much attention. But what shall we do? It's already on the media. The attention is there. Let's not prosecute it on the media. You are in court, right? You'll hear it in court. After to hear it in court, we'll then get interview after that with the merits of this matter. We have a lot to say also. That has never been said. All I can say is that Prophet Paseka Mboro's part has never been said, and nobody's willing to listen to it. That's why I'm here representing him, so that his part can be heard. So after this, we'll address the media and give his side of story, which is being silenced.
Thank you very much for speaking to us. That is defense. Quite strongly, they're saying that they want to show the side that we haven't yet heard. And of course, we are going to hear more in court, Iman.
Certainly a very creative argument presented there, Ngobile. We'll come back to you as soon as that matter gets underway. And based on what we're hearing from the legal team there, it does shape up to be a rather interesting encounter.